Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be revealing the release date for all of Big Finish's September 2025 releases. I'm recording this episode on the 2nd of September 2025. As I said in the intro, not the intro that Matt's animated, which you don't hear on Spreaker, my intro saying what the episode's going to cover. I'm talking about the Big Finish release dates for September 2025. Now, I was going to record this episode yesterday, but I had less time than I thought, and the release dates weren't announced. Well, I think they were quite late. What time were they announced? Because 9 o'clock last night. Now, if you do want to find these dates out for yourself and not wait for me to make an episode about it, if you go on to bigfinish.com, there is a join big or sign up to the Big Finish newsletter. Click on that, that's where you get it. If you're not signed up to the newsletter, you won't get it. So without further ado, let's start off. So this is in chronological order, because if you remember in my September 2025 preview, or my previews for the remaining months of 2025, I said that they were in the order that they are on the website, not necessarily in the order they were being released, but we now know the order they're going to be released. So speaking of today, the day that this episode's being recorded, the 2nd of September 2025, the first Doctor Upbound Knights of the Round TARDIS is being released today, the 2nd of September 2025, but obviously when you're seeing this episode, that's in the past, so it's available now. Next up is the 4th Doctor Adventures, The Last Queen of the Nile, which is available in my future. This is where the podcast might get timey-wimey, because it's in my future, but potentially your past, because the 4th Doctor Adventures, Last Queen of the Nile, will be released, or has been released, on the 4th September 2025. Now, next up is the return of the 13th Doctor Adventures in The Return of the Doctor, which will release on the 9th of September 2025. So hopefully by the time this episode comes out, that's still in the future. So it should be released over the next few days. It's a week for me, but there we go. Then next up we have Torchwood Salvage, which will release on the 11th of September 2025. Next up we have Doctor Who The Lost Stories Elaxon, which features the 7th Doctor Ace and releases on the 16th of September 2025. Then we have the conclusion of Dark Gallifrey Master with Dark Gallifrey Master Part 3, which releases on the 18th of September 2025. We then have the return of Birdie Summerfield and the New Adventures of Birdie Summerfield, the Dalek Eternity 1, which releases on the 23rd of September 2025. And finally, we have the return of Sash Dhawan's Master in Call Me Master Monsters, which released on the 25th of September 2025. I'm just going to go through those again, just so you know. So we have the 1st Doctor Unbound Knights of the Round TARDIS, the 2nd of September. We then have the 4th Doctor Adventures, The Last Queen of the Nile, on the 4th of September. The 13th Doctor Adventures, The Return of the Doctor, on the 9th of September. Torchwood Salvage on the 11th of September. Lost Stories Axlon on the 16th of September. Dark Gallifrey Master Part 3 on the 18th of September. The New Adventures of Birdie Summerfield, the Dalek Eternity 1 on the 23rd of September, and finally Call Me Master Monsters on the 25th of September. And that is all of the Big Finish releases, the Big Finish release dates for September 2025. Let me know what you thought of all of those release dates, as well as which Big Finish releases in September 2025 you're most looking forward to. Put both of those in the comments below. As well, anything else you want to cover the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember also like, comment and subscribe. Just a reminder that this podcast is available on YouTube, as it always has been, and please continue to support that, as Matt spends a lot of work on those episodes. It's also available on Rumble, where you get to see Matt's wizardry with animation, which blows my mind every single episode. Like, even you may have noticed at the end of the episodes now there is the podcast socials, and it was only because I don't tend to watch my episodes back, but I think it was one of Chuck's that I watched, and I noticed. I went, "Oh, is this new?" And he went, "Yes." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." Basically, so yeah, you've got that as well. But obviously, it is all available as an audio-only episode on Spreaker. If you prefer to just listen to the podcast, it is there as well. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.